What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, you know the vibes, man. We back with another Division 2 build video. Appreciate you guys for clicking this link, jumping on in here. Today's video is going to be a little special. Today, I'm showcasing probably the best LMG build in the game. And I say that with all humility because I truly believe it is the best LMG build in the game. 1.4 million damage per tick. So I'm going to show you how you combine all these things together. You can see in the White House how the damage comes together. You can see how the damage easily stacks up, especially with the RPM for the Pestilence. The Pestilence is easily now one of the best guns in the game just because of how they buffed it. You know, we got crazy RPM. The damage is good. And if you set the build up the way I currently have it, you guys will love it as well. So just comment down below if you have something like this or if you've seen something like this. If you haven't thought about joining the Vibe family, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, join the Vibe family, or just leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel. All right, so appreciate you guys. Want to say thank you for helping us hit 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is amazing. I'm happy about that. We are still climbing. I know it's a grind. Just for any creators out there that's like, is it still worth doing? I mean, if you enjoy doing it, if you're passionate about it, continue to rock out and the community will rock with you. So appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys for the description. Peace.
That's a lot of damage! Serious trauma detected.
All right, guys, I appreciate you guys. If you guys made it to this point in the video, you guys are the real ghosts. Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Me might have forgot. Smash it. Listen, let's talk about the build. I want to jump right into the specialization. Gunner. Make sure you're rocking gunner. And the reason why you want to make sure you're rocking gunner is you're going to get 10% armor on kill for each enemy that you kill. And this is great, especially for the pestilence ticks. It's going to be killing NPCs for you. So every time somebody dies or an NPC is dead, you're gonna get 10% armor back. So that's amazing. And there's so many buffs that you get with LMGs by rocking the gunner specialization. It only makes sense to do so, right? You're gonna get a faster reload every third reload, which is great for the pestilence. It doesn't have the fastest reload, but it's not as bad, right? So also I'm using the pulse, the banshee pulse. You cannot activate the banshee pulse without running the gunner specialization. So those are some of the reasons. This is just for some of the new agents, some of the people that might not understand why rocking gunner. Let's talk about the pestilence, right? So the pestilence, it slaps. And once you get all the buffs that I currently have on this build, this pestilence hits over 180k base damage. I'm telling you, this pestilence build slaps. I'm telling you right now. If you ever get your stacks up, when you go to the White House, test the build out, go in the White House, get your stacks all the way up. That means full buffs for each damage. And then go back into your menu and look at the pestilence. You're gonna see that the pestilence is at 178, 180k, 180k plus damage. All right. So this is the pestilence that I'm using. Of course, I have max expertise on a gun, LMG damage to target out of cover, and I have crit chance. This is one of the main reasons why I rock this build the way I do. A lot of people like damage to armor and contractors. I'm not a big contractors damage to armor guy because every NPC doesn't have armor. You got dogs, you got reds, only purples and elites have armor. So it's a lot of different times where you're not even utilizing that. So for me, the main focus is damage to target out of cover, right? And if you don't know what the pestilence does, let's talk about it really quickly. Plague of the Outcast hits and apply a debuff, dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. So this stacks up to 50 times. So whenever an enemy dies with this debuff, 100% of the stacks are transferred to a nearby enemy within 25 meters. So you're going to get full stacks. You're going to be having, once the stacks are max, it's going to be 1.4 million damage per tick. And then once the NPC dies, a full stack is going to transfer over to the next NPC. And there's times where I'm just sitting there and everybody's just dying slowly. I don't even have to shoot. So I love the build just for that in and of itself, right? So let's talk about my secondary. I'm rocking the Lexington. I don't really use Lexington as a secondary. This is mainly just if you have to swap really quick and you want a decent gun with an RPM, you can use this or you can use the FAMAS. It's up to you. With Optimus, your choice. So on the mask, I am rocking the Coyotes mask, right? So Coyotes mask, this is going to give you not only a buff for you, but like say if you decide to play with a teammate, you're also going to be helping the teammate as well. But the main reason why you want to rock this mask, Coyote mask, is because of the buffs that you're going to get. So between 0 to 15 meters, you're going to get 25% critical hit damage. 15 to 25 meters, you're going to get 10% crit hit and 10% crit chance, right? And then at 25 meters, you'll have 25% critical hit chance. So you don't need to have your stats all the way up. And I'm going to explain that once we get to the stats. All right, so let's talk about the main gear that you're going to be rocking on this build. So I'm going to be rocking 3-piece Legmo, 25% explosive resistance, 20% skill health, and 30% LMG damage. The main crux is 30% LMG damage. So, you know, the 20% explosive resistance, it doesn't hurt. If you get hit by a grenader or any of those weird things that happen or any type of explosion, you're going to have a buff decrease of 20%. So that it doesn't hurt to have, but that's not the reason you have this on. You have it on 3-piece mainly for the LMG damage, right? And then you have crit chance, crit damage on every single build, and I have crit damage mods on every single piece, right? For the mask, the backpack, and the chest. So let's talk about it, right? So I have perfectly unstoppable force. Now this is the reason why you want to rock this piece, because this is a named backpack for the Legmo, which is going to give you perfectly unstoppable force. So killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 7%, sorry, for 15 seconds. So stacks up to 5 times. So this is, and of course, grenade kills gets 2 stacks. I don't really use grenades, but if you do, congratulations. For me, that's 35% weapon damage that you can continuously keep as long as you're getting kills. And with this build, you're going to be getting non-stop kills. So this is perfect, right? On the chest piece, I am rocking the LMG Petrov chest piece with Obliterate. And of course, crit chance, crit damage everywhere. Make sure you understand that. And the reason why I chose Obliterate over like glass cannon, some people are like, oh, why don't you just use glass? Glass, it'll hit harder with glass. But glass only gives you 25% damage, right? And Obliterate, you stack Obliterate so fast and keep it for the duration of the time you have it. As long as you're in combat, you're gonna have a max Obliterate. I think the main thing for me is, why am I gonna subject myself to taking 50% incoming damage for 5% more damage, right? Because glass cannon is only gonna give you 25% damage. Obliterate gives you 20, and you're not taking a 50% increased chance of damage. So just something to think about, guys. On the holster, I am rocking Legmo, and of course, you have to farm Legmo, because Legmo, the core attribute is going to be armor. So you want to make sure you farm it, because you want to get double crit and then roll 15% weapon damage onto the piece. So even for this build, if I can get a better backpack, I can make this build even stronger, because it'll be an all red build instead of one blue, right? So it's hard to get that name backpack with all red. So for me, this is definitely the way you want to rock it, and get as many red cores as you can on the build. Same thing on the gloves, red core, crit chance, crit damage. And on the knee pads, you want to rock Fox's Prayer. And the main reason why you want to rock Fox's Prayer is because Fox's Prayer is going to give you 8% damage to target off cover, and you're going to stack that on top of the 12% you already have on the Pestilence. So right then and there, you're going to be at 18%, 20% damage to target off cover. So that's really why that can stack so high when it comes to your stats. When it comes to your damage, it can really stack up. So of course, you're going to have rifle damage, which you don't need, but the 8% damage target off cover, which is multiplicative, you want to have that stack with your 12% that you get from the gun. So right then and there, you're going to have 20% damage target off cover. So that's the main focus. All your NPCs, most of the NPCs that you're fighting, will be out of cover, except for like this new algorithm where they run and hide behind cover all the damn time. I don't know why, but that's the build, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's talk about the stats really quickly. I know I didn't go over stats really quickly before somebody kills me. Like, we want to see the stats. All right, so I have 49% crit chance, and of course, because I'm rocking the Coyotes mask, you don't need anything past 45 realistically. So that 45%, you're going to be getting the max buff back by having Coyote on. So I have 153% critical hit damage. You don't need to get more than that for this build to really rock the way you want it to rock. I mean, if you could find a way to get more, you want to swap out some different pieces, maybe change a piece that I have on the build, sure, be my guest. But you also got to understand that there's a buff that you're not seeing because of Coyote. You're going to get an additional 25% critical hit damage on top of this 150 you have. So you don't really have 150. You really have 178 crit damage, right? And that's where the damage is coming from. That's where the buffs are coming from, right? So just pay attention to that. So that's the build. I appreciate you guys. If you made it to this point of the video, man, smash that like button again. Join the Vibe family. We're trying to grow over here and still continue to rock out. If you enjoyed the build, comment down below. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. If you don't think this is the hardest selling LMG in the game, tell me why. And let's conversate. Let's have a conversation down there, all right? So I appreciate you guys. It's your boy. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.